Good morning. Here in this syllabus we complete dictionaries ma. Next topic is tuples. Here what is meant by tuple means here tuple is a container which holds a series of comma separated values. It is represented in parentheses. Here this is the such as here x comma y means we have to the elements are in parentheses only, written in parentheses. These values is between the elements are between with you by using comma separated values. Here next point is tuples are tuples are like list except they are immutable. Here tuples are like list, already we know about list. Here these are tuples are they are immutable means here we can't change its content. Once we create the data we can't change that content. You have to hold the mixed data types. To hold the mixed data types means next point is tuples play a sort of struct. It is role in Python. Here it is a way to pass to the little logic fixed size bundle of values. Here tuples play a sort of struct here means here it is in the role of Python. Here it is convenient way to pass the logical and fixed size values in the tuples. Next point is here a tuple is a sequence of values. The values can be any type and they are indexed by integers. So in that here in these tuples a lot of like list here. What is the difference between these list and tuple means the important difference in the tuples are immutable, list are mutable. List are mutable, tuples are immutable. Here a tuple is a comma separated list of values. This is the syntax ma. Here t equal to a comma b comma c comma d comma e. Here t means tuple here. Here it is common. It is enclosed in parenthesis. It is enclosed in parenthesis here. T equal to a b c d e. A comma b comma c comma d comma e. A tuple it is a comma separated list of values here. It is not necessary. It is common to these are enclosed tuples in parentheses here. It is a sequence of values here. These values can be any type and they are indexed by integers here. The important difference, the difference between the tuples and list are mutable, tuples are immutable. Next, how we create a tuple means here to create a tuple just like the values within parentheses. It is separated by commas. Here to create a tuple we have to just list of the values here within parentheses. It is separated by commas. Here for example we take here empty tuple. Empty, in this we can create a empty tuple. It is a just empty pair of parentheses. It is just an empty pair of parentheses. Here create an empty tuple here. Tuple equal to open close. Here print tuple. The output is empty tuple. In this empty tuple we have to add that values in the list by using commas. By using commas. Next point is here next example is how to create a tuple with different data types. Here a equal to tuple comma false comma 3.2 comma 1. Print a. How to print a? How to print this a value? A equal tuple comma false comma 3.2 comma 1 means here these are different data types. Means here tuple is a string data type, false of a string data type. This is the float data type 3.2. One is the integer value. Means he create different data types in tuple also. Here next point is we create a tuple with numbers notation without parenthesis. For example, without parenthesis we create a tuple. For that here t equal to 4 comma 7 comma 3 comma 8 comma 1. Print t. Here for the output is printed t is a tuple now. That's why the output is like this: 4 comma 7 comma 3 comma 8 comma 1. Here likewise the output is like this, means the tuple is in parenthesis only. Tuple values are in parenthesis only. Here next we create a tuple of one item, notation without parenthesis. Without parenthesis, here d equal to 4 comma, d equal to 4 comma. Here comma means we are having we have to insert another for next value also. That's why we give the 4 comma, 4 comma. Print d means here why we give here 4 comma means that is represented in tuple 4 comma separated values here. Here the output is print of d 4 comma. Next next point is you have to create an empty tuple with tuple function built in Python. In this Python programming language, tuple word, it is a tuple. Create an empty tuple here k equal to tuple print of k means here tuple, it is not, the values are not in this parenthesis, that's why the output is empty parenthesis. Here you have to create a tuple from an iterable object, here s equal to tuple of true comma false, s equal tuple of true comma false. Print s, we give here, this is the tuple. In this tuple the elements are in list, means list is represented by the square brackets here. Print s, the values are true comma false, the output is true comma false. Next next point is, if the argument is a sequence, the result is a tuple with the elements of the sequence. Here t equal to tuple of, here t equal to tuple, in the tuple we give the welcome word. Here you have to print the t value here. In this print the values are separated with comma values. Here print t, w comma e comma l comma c comma o comma m comma e. Here because the tuple is the name of the built-in function, we should avoid by using it is a variable name. Here if the argument it is a sequence, the result is a tuple with the elements of the sequence. Here t equal to tuple welcome. Print t w e l c o m e. Because the tuple is a name of the built-in function, we should avoid by using it is a variable name. Next here next point is here how to get an item of the tuple in Python. How we get the item of the tuple in Python? Create a tuple. You have to create a tuple here. Give the here tuple x equal to w3 res, w3 resource. I give here tuple x w comma 3 comma resource. Next print tuple x. First you have to create a tuple here. We got the w3 resource. We got the in tuple x word, the elements are inserted w3 resource here. For example, you have to get the item in this word. Have to get the item in this word here. Here fourth element of the tuple by index. Here 0 1 2 3. 0 1 2 3. Actually fourth element is e here. It take item equal tuple of 3, means here 4 minus 1 3. The index value takes the last value for n minus 1 value. I take the n equal to 4, it takes the n minus 1 value. Here item equal tuple of 3, means we got the print item equal to 3. Here this is the tuple by index value. Next point is how to get item fourth element from last. Fourth element from last by index negative. Fourth element by index negative. Get item fourth element from last by index negative. Item 1. We take item 1 equal tuple x of minus 4. Minus 4 means here last. From last it take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Means E, C, R, 4. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Minus 1 equal to E. Minus 2 equal to C. Minus 3 equal to R. Minus 4 equal to U. The print value is 4. The print of item 1 equal to value output is U. Output is U. Next. Next is how to know if an element exists within a tuple in Python. How to know if an element exists within a tuple in Python. Here how to create a tuple. How to create a tuple here. Tuple x equal to w3 resource. Print tuple x. Print tuple x. Tuple x. Here how to print this tuple x. We got the output is w3 resource. Next here here how to know means here if their element it is in exist in tuple or not. How to check the element exists in the tuple or not. By using in statement. By using in statement how to know the element is exist within a tuple or not. Print R in tuple x. R in tuple x. Here R is in tuple x or not. Here R in tuple. R in tuple here R is in tuple x means the output is true. The output is true. Next output, next program, next example is print 5 in tuple x. 5 in tuple x. Here we give the tuple x for w3 resource. But here 5 is not in tuple x. That's why the output is, we got the output is false. Got the output is false. Next. Here next point is in tuple x the slice operator selects a range of elements. The slice operator selects a range of elements. Here print t of 1:3. Here 1, 2, 3. Here t means it takes the tuple t of 1:1:3. 1:3. Here 1:3 means here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here in this slice operator here 1, 2, 3 take the B comma C. Here take the B comma C. Here if we try to here modify, here how to try to modify that one of the elements of a tuple, we get an error here. Get an error. Here t of 0 equal to A. T of 0 equal to A. Here first in this example print of t, I gave the slice operator t equal to, we stored here A, B, C, D, E. This alphabet, this name, these characters are stored in tuple here. I gave for the slice operator here print t of 1:3. Print t of 1:3. 1:3 means here 1 means here in this 1 0 here 0 1 means B. 2 means here 1:3 I gave here. The end element is 3 means it takes the n minus 1 means 2 value, means up to 1 2 value only it will take, and B comma C. B comma C it will get the output for this slice operator. It selects the range of elements. Print of t 1:3 here. 1:3 means first 0 1 A B C D E in t we store the A B C D E. for t a 0 value, b 1 value, next 2 2 value c, that's why bc will be printed here. Here if we try to modify one of the element of the tuple, we can get an error. Why we get an error means here tuple does not change. Once we create the tuple, we can't change. Why it can't change means it is immutable. It is immutable data. That's why in tuple we can't change the data once we create it. That's why we can't modify that elements. On the time we get the error here. T of 0 equal to capital A. T of 0 equal to capital A. Means here T of 0 equal to capital. It is a type error. Means here this object does not support this item assignment. Here we can't modify the elements of a tuple, and we can replace one tuple with another. But we can replace one tuple with another. Here we can't modify the elements of a tuple, but we can replace one tuple with the another. Here we have to replace. Here t equal to, we get a in plus t of 1 colon so on. 1 colon so on. Here have to modify, have to add this by using this concatenation operation. Have to add for the 1 means here we take 1 means 0, 1 minus 1 0. Print t means here we can't modify the elements of a tuple, means we can't add, but we can replace. That is the use of the tuple in Python programming language. We can replace one tuple with the another. Here a means in that a, take the already we have in t a b c d e. On that a b c d e we have small a is there. You have to replace small a with capital A. Small a with capital A. Next. Next topic is tuple assignment. Tuple assignment. Here by using tuple assignment, using the assignment operator, for example we use the swap of two variables. By using swap of two variables program, we use the temporary variable. By using temporary variable to swap a and b. This is the code for the swap of two variables. Temp equal to a, we take the temporary variable, a equal to b, b equal temp. This it is a tuple assignment. For this using a comma b, without using temporary variable, we take a comma b equal to b comma a. A comma b equal to b comma a. Here the left side of the tuple of variables, the right side of a tuple of expressions. Here each value is assigned to that variable. Next here all the expressions on the right side, these are evaluated before any of the assignment. Next. Next here a tuple in several variables. You have to create a tuple here. Tuple x equal to 4 comma 8 comma 3. 4 comma 8 comma 3. Print tuple x means here 4 comma 8 comma 3. That is the output here. Next n1 comma n2 comma n3 equal tuple x. Means you have to unpack this tuple of variables. We take n1 plus n2 plus n3 means 4 plus 8 plus 3. Means we got the 3 plus 4, 7 plus 8, 15, or the output is 15. Here the number of variables must be equal to the number of items of the tuple. The number of variables must be equal to the number of items of the tuple here. n1 comma n2 comma n3 comma n4 equal tuple. We got the, here this is the error. Here need more than 3 values here. More than 3 values to the unpack. Here n1, n2, n3, n4 equal tuple x. But here in tuple x we have only three values. That's why we got the error. Next. Next point is tuples as return values. Here a function can only return one value, but if the value is a tuple, it is a same as the returning multiple values. It is returning multiple values. Here, for example, if we want to divide two integers and we have to compute the quotient and remainder, it is inefficient to calculate the x by y and then x% y. It is better to calculate them both at the same time. Here tuples are certain values. A function can only return a one value, but if the value is a tuple here, it is effect as the same as the returning multiple values. For example, here if we want to divide two integers, have to calculate the quotient and remainder. It is inefficient to compute x by y and then x% y. It is better to compute them both at the same time. Next point is here the built-in function div mode. Div mode is the module this is already built-in function. Built-in function means already predefined function. It takes two arguments. And returns a tuple of two values. For example, we take quotient and remainder. We can store the result as a tuple. T equal to div mode of 7, 3. Here we got the division mode, means print T. 2, 1 means division. It gets the quotient. Mod is the remainder. Here mod operator, division operator, it take the quotient 7 by 3 means 3 divide. You have to divide the 7 by 3. We got the quotient 2. Mod operator, we take the remainder is 1. Next we use tuple assignment R. It is second method. You have to store like this. We use tuple assignment to store the elements separately here. Quotient comma remainder equal to div mode 7, 3. You have to print the quotient. 2. Print the quotient separated. You have to store the elements separately. That way print quotient 2, print remainder 1. Next, this is the another example of a function. Return say tuple here. Return minimum of t, maximum of t. Max and min, these are the built-in functions here. Have to find out the largest and smallest elements of a sequence. On that time we are using the min max. Min and max, these are also a built-in function. Min max, it computes the both and returns a tuple of two values. Next topic is variable length argument tuple. For this variable length argument tuples, the parameter it begins with asterisk value. Asterisk means it gathers the arguments into a tuple. For example, here print all, take any number of arguments. Here asterisk means it takes any number of arguments. Def print all, asterisk args means print args. Here you have to asterisk means it gathers the arguments into a tuple here. Here print all takes any number of arguments and prints them. We take here print all, it takes any number of arguments, print args. Next point is the gather parameter. Gather parameter means asterisk parameter here. It can have any name here. We take the print all 1, 2.0, 3 means print all means this whole values are printed. Here next point is asterisk means gather parameter. Next the complement means scatter. The complement of gather is scatter. If we have a sequence of values and we want to pass to that function as multiple arguments, we can use the asterisk parameter, asterisk operator. For example, here Div mode takes exactly two arguments. Exactly two arguments. It does not work with the tuple. It does not work with the tuple. Next. For example, we take t equal to 7 comma 3. Div mode of t. Div mode of t. Here division mode expected two arguments. It got 1. But here we have scattered the tuple. It works asterisk. Div mode of asterisk t means 2 comma 1. 2 comma 1. Next. Okay, ma. Thank you. Next class I will continue, ma.